according to a research paper that was recently published to the Journal of the American Medical Association Pediatrics, show that there has been a 389% increase in children receiving mastectomies from 2016 through 2019. I want to say that again. Children receiving mastectomies. The UCLA School of Law's Williams Institute published a study that found the number of transgender youth in America has doubled in just the past 5 years. And when you look at these statistics, you got to realize that this is not an accident. This didn't just happen. This is very intentional, and it's the consequence of this radical agenda that is being pushed on our kids. They're rejecting the existence of objective reality by rejecting this most fundamental truth of the differences between a biological male and female. Now, even as there are no long-term studies on the effects of these dangerous treatments on our kids, those in power in government and so-called medical professionals continue to push them. Many of the standard protocols that they are pushing include puberty blockers and hormones, some of which were just recently flagged by the FDA because of their plausible link to serious brain disorder, cognitive problems. Now, that hasn't stopped President Biden from going and telling parents that, quote, affirming your child's identity is one of the most powerful things you can do to keep them safe.
To parents of transgender children, affirming your child's identity is one of the most powerful things you can do to keep them safe and healthy.
You've got transgender U.S. Assistant Health Secretary Rachel Levine claiming these dangerous treatments actually empower our youth, and that any dissent, anyone saying otherwise, is driven by political motives.
Trans youth need to be supported. They need to be affirmed. They need to be empowered. There is no argument about the value and the importance of gender-affirming care. There is no argument.
A lot of that is political. I think that there are people that are using transgender individuals as a wedge issue, and so that is precipitating some of the very challenging and difficult bills in many of the states.
This angers me so much because of who is being harmed by these people in the most powerful offices in this country. What they are saying could not be further from the truth. Now, the study from the International Review of Psychiatry found that 80% of those who identify as transgender and seek medical intervention eventually lose their desire to identify as the opposite sex. Countless so-called transgender youths have grown to deeply regret their decision, citing it as the worst mistake of their lives.